everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna play Under Your Skin, another Yandere dating sim, created by a fellow YouTuber, Hello Lenny, who's amazing. If you haven't subscribed to her already, subscribe. Let's begin. Warning. Under Your Skin is an 18+ game. This game contains the following themes and depictions that may be distressing to some viewers. Manipulative behavior, toxic relationship dynamics, imprisonment in a VR setting, suggestive situations, and swearing. As much as this game is rated 18+, and is to be as such, this game is rated 18+, and is going to be played by adults only. The game also contains the following sudden static and shock sound effects, visual glitch effects. All stories and characters in this are purely fictional and do not reflect the team's personal views and beliefs. By proceeding, you acknowledge the above and agree that you're over 18. Well, continue. Day 0. 0. In the most connected city in the world. It sucks to be alone. To most people, you're nobody. What few connections you once had are long gone. But in the online diver realm, you are somebody. Okay. I've never had one of those. I would love to have a little shuffle controller. You sigh heavily, dragging your cursor over the browser icon on your desktop. Oh, energy. I had an energy drink today. Probably why I'm not gonna go to bed until late, but yeah. Clicking twice, you bring up a familiar website. I had it because I was having asthma attack. Welcome back to MotherTube. Welcome back to MothTube. Instead of YouTube, it's MothTube. A previous email was sent to all MothTube users, detailing our latest system update. Oh, I like the little reference. I love the little references right here. I still need to play. I already played Criminal Yours. I need to play the one with the marbles. I love it. I bought it the day it came out. I just put it down and to download it, put it on Steam, and then I don't know, my brain goes and forgets stuff. As such, some personal details will need to be re-entered. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please enter your first name. Wyatt. Yeah, Wyatt. This Wyatt. I'm lazy right now. I'm tired. Asthma attacks kinda get me tired. Thank you. Please enter your MothTube username. Digital wave. Please set your pronouns. She, her. Your name is YN. Username is digital wave, and pronouns are she, her. Is that correct? Yes. After confirming your details, you enter your page, clicking your latest video. 200k views in 24 hours. That's not bad at all. I think my biggest is 80. I'm just trying to have fun anyway. They always like the edgier songs anyway. This is your life. Outside the digital world, the driver realm, you're nobody. But inside, you are Digital Wave, the most popular Vocaloid composer on MothTube. Look at my actual username fits being a Vocaloid composer kind of well. You lean back in your chair, remembering on the start, remembering on the start of your channel, remixing. Has it been 4 years? Time flies. I can't believe it's been so long since I left home. Back then, you left almost everything behind in your city, only taking some essentials like clothes, toiletries, your laptop, and of course your savings. I was like, laptop, I also bought the desktop, the cat. But when you said goodbye, it hadn't felt like you were biting your beloved home farewell. Rather, it felt like somewhere you're far overstayed your welcome. Probably. It hurt deeply that no one you cared for bothered to fight for you to stay, or if it came to see you off. You shake the memories loose, shoving the worries from days long past back into the lockbox in your mind. But yeah, probably my dad definitely would not care. It's been so long since I last spoke to any of them. Oh, I love this transition. You sigh and look around the apartment. It wasn't the same luxurious. It wasn't the same luxury. It wasn't the same luxurious like you were used to. But it was comfortable, and it's what you had needed. You worked hard to make it feel homish. I mean, all you need is a bed, a bookshelf, the computer, books, video games, and clothes. Most importantly, it was yours. But something was always missing. You left your guitar behind in your haste to leave your childhood home. It was a gift from your stepbrother, an attempt at bonding with you, his new step-sibling. I actually have a guitar. I've never used it. It's a left-handed guitar because I'm left-handed. And yeah, apparently they do make left-handed guitars. And left-handed scissors. I can't use left-handed scissors, though. But that bond was brittle as ice on a newly frozen lake, shattered under the presence of too many steps. Your backpack that night had been too small to take more than a few pieces home with you, so you resigned to carrying the rest in your heart. Oh, I would still take the laptop to carry it. The desktop. I wonder if he kept it, or maybe he threw it away. I'm sure it would have been easy for him, or he kept it. A pain tore through your heart. You missed the feeling of strains against your fingertips, the fascination with the calluses that would form. Back then, you were more willing to open your heart to anyone for a single shred of love. So the emptiness was vast when you first left. You bring up your channel, smiling softly at your first video. It was your favorite. A song created in desperation to fill your heart. Anything to fill feel the absence left by those you love. One night, out of sheer desperation, you found yourself experimenting with Vocaloid program, writing a song about how you felt towards a home that was no longer yours. You know, I have to remember I need to go back and listen to Vocaloid songs. The song turned out pretty decent, and you upload it to MoffTube, Dive Realm's most popular video sharing website. So over the next few years, you upload more songs, experimenting with different sounds from time to time, but always training the same tone. I know I'm gonna stutter it. Slowly you built a loyal following. It's like, and yeah, you just build up. Just like that. You didn't feel so lonely anymore. And find your niche. But fame was always a double-edged sword. Which brings you to your current state. Any comments? Sitting in the dark on your office chair, wrapped in your favorite blanket. Or Stockyby. Where do you... Oh wait, that's not my favorite. I just bought it today. But yeah, I have a blanket. It's cold. Dark circles shadowing your eyes as you score Devil Realm. Oh, Artist Block? It used to feel like a blessing to do what you love on your schedule. And who wouldn't want hundreds of thousands of adoring fans? But lately, the more you upload, you realized your creativity was at the mercy of those who could never be satisfied. Like a beast, the people that driver realm consumed your art, and without savoring, they clamor for your next course. Gluttony in its most raw form. I'm gonna say it's definitely because we have a culture where we consume more content than we ever have before. Numbers begin to dictate your life. How many views were good enough? Was the CTR for the thumbnail good enough? Why did you get a 0.5% more dislikes than usual? Were you good enough? What was once your enjoyment and solace now felt like shackles that chained your uninspired husk at a ravenous void with an empty cup. So I think for me, I know I get dislikes probably because I have a speech impediment, but and all with no one to write or vent to. You felt lonelier than before, stripped of your voice once again. I just need some sort of inspiration. You message the sides of your temples. You massage the side of your temples. You could feel a headache forming from wearing the dive headset for far too long. Oh yeah, VR. I would definitely take it off if you're getting a headache. The cable connection in your wrist port began to itch too. Technology. I should get my cybernetic implants. checked out for maintenance soon. He had spent the last 5 hours on a dive in the virtual internet escape, traversing website after a website to find something that would inspire you and make you enjoy the creative process again. Tumblr, that's me. Your fingers scratch haphazardly at the port of your wrist. Changing genres wouldn't make me happy, but neither will create the same sound over and over. I mean, just do what you want. Just make it fun. I need something unique that can renew my current style. I want to create only for me. The thought brings in me a stab of onus that makes you reject the idea, as you have so many times before. Creating for audience is the only connection you have. Create for you. I know that. Create for you. To anyone. So who can blame you for wanting to stay safe? Another hour passes and you're even more frustrated than before. Your headache is now jackhammering your skull in full force, and you're nowhere close to your end goal. Take off the helmet. Seriously, do I have to deep dive to find something? No, go asleep. The dive room consists of 3 levels. The first is simply browsing the internet with a keyboard and mouse, known as Surface. Surface. Okay, me right now. The second is known as Dive. The level you're currently in is accessed by putting on a Ascension headset and plugging yourself into the network via a cybernetic port. Sounds like it kind of sounds like something with Digimon, a cyber sleuth. Thanks to the fascinating piece of technology developing by Ascension Tech many years ago, you could feel physical touch, taste, and even smell in the dive. It's the safest out of 2 dive levels. As such, it's a popular place to socialize. The third level is Deep Realm. It's where you go if you're less worried about security and more potentially someone potentially hijacking your cybernetics. There you find the more unregulated websites and the dark web. You look at things, to put simply. It's not your favorite place, but you're getting desperate. Maybe I'll just look around for a bit. You quickly switch your servers to the deep realm and bring up the search engine. Typing in your query, you assume the search for Cyber Muse. Half an hour passes and you're about ready to give up. What? Who the heck? Ignoring your gut feeling, you open the message and find a message? Well, of course, it's a message. This is okay. The Eternal. Do you like Vocaloids? Hey, do you like Vocaloids? Check out the latest prototype model in an exclusive leak. Introducing Project Vice. A prototype Vocaloid guaranteed to bring new life into your music. Download now. Can I download now? Download now. So shady. Are you really going to click that button? Yes. But against your better judgment, you move your cursor and hover over it. Alright, I guess you want to click the button. Do you have any do you have no sense of self-prevention? Nope. In the Is it the possibility of an unknown and untold horrors that are attractive? On the other hand, it might be my ticket out here. But on the other hand, I might get cyber attacked. And wouldn't that be something? To have someone else crawling around in that head of yours. You'd never be flown again. Wait. I was just gonna click because I know. A moment passes as you weigh the pros and cons in your head. I'm clicking it. Click. I clicked the button. Wow, just wow. A file immediately started downloading onto your desktop. Though doing it on the deep realm wasn't the best idea. You take this moment to exit the deep realm and head back into your private space in the dive. The ad said it was a new prototype Vocaloid named Vice. Crack your knuckles, you shift your dive headset to set to a marginally more comfortable position, and you open your Vocaloid program. You grab the download file and pop it straight into your computer. You grab the download file and pop it straight into the program, watching it internalize and set itself up. This could either be the best or worst decision I ever made. I guess nothing could be worse than what happened back then. This action will place your current Vocaloid, Ruka, with the Vocaloid Vice. Click Continue to proceed. Sorry, Ruka. You've done well, but I need something new. You click the mouse and begin to internalize a Vice in the removal process of your green-haired Vocaloid Ruka. As the program bar finishes, you watch as a separate, smaller window opens up with a newly installed Vocaloid sitting inside. Oh! The Vocaloid looks like a man in his 20s. His hair is icy blue, with black roots underside. A black spike tattoo adored his neck, matching his alternative clothing style. But what catches you off guard the most are his eyes. A bright, vivid pink, like gemstones, sitting on dark smudges of eyeshadow. Get it together. You want to slap yourself immediately, drooling over some 2D man. It's like I drew for at 2D man all the time. He was very hot and incredibly my type. But this is a computer program. I mean, people do have virtual relationships into the dive realm. Oh, if you go back, he disappears. Focusing. Gathering the tattered reams of your self-control. You aim to focus back on the screen in front of you. So your name is Vice, huh? Let's see what you can do. You begin to compose. Find yourself surprisingly inspired. For the first time in quite a while, you find that you aren't forcing the notes to come together. Where they flow from motion you can't identify. Vice turns out to be memorizing. Vice's voice turns to be memorizing. It's deep, yet incredibly soft, comforting and husky at all the right notes. It's as if he was made to match your style. Like he's perfect for you. Music floods your mind, taking shape into the melody, as his voice was the key to unlock you haven't known was there, and now all the inspiration you had craved now flows free. While his voice is doing things to me, you dedicate the next few hours to songwriting, allowing your emotions to guide the process. The sunset fades to a comforting glow, while you work digitally as if possessed. Your soft hum fills the air as you refine the melody, filled with the aroma, the influa of creation. You forgot it could be like this. The incredible rush and joy. This kind of honesty you never felt yourself experiencing in music. Vi sits on screen, his beautiful voice churning your words into honey that smooths your tired mind. When you finally finish a song, you glance at the time. 6 a.m. How did I lose so much time? I better get this upload and get some sleep. You click over to MouthTube, log in, and bring the upload window. Yeah, Barbara Muse. Okay, well, the little username. What do you want to call your video? Hot Vocaloid. Hot man. There. After typing the name, description, and other various metadata, you click upload. It's like, I didn't even think about what I should name the name of the. I hope they like it. You wait a while for the upload to finish before setting the video to public and shutting off your computer. I tend to make it so it's the next day or so. Pushing the chair back, you carefully remove your dive headset and disconnect to the cable from your wrist, rubbing at the cybernetic port. I should not be plugged in for this long. Yeah, most likely not. Our drinks are probably cold. Rubbing at your temples, you stand, then stretch, wincing as the joints in your back crack and pop. I'll get onto that stretching program one day. It's like, one day never. Outside, the birds begin to chirp. This morning, it's bird song and you groan. I'll never be able to sleep at a respectful time, will I? I have to. I work in the morning. You could get ready for bed, brushing your teeth, slapping on your skincare, changing into comfortable pajamas. Sinking into your bedroom, you immediately collapse onto your bed and throw your blankets over yourself. Finally, you fall asleep quickly, cocooned with warmth of your blanket in pure, dreamy bliss. So much that you didn't notice your computer turned back on by itself. Nor the pair of vivid pink eyes raking over your form. Day 1. You're dragged from your slumber by the sound of birds and cars outside with a deflated groan. You slap your hand around your bedside table, attempting to find your phone. After knocking something over and smacking your hand into the corner several times, you find it, hanging off the side by the charging cable. It'll be my cat chewing the wires. I have to know what she only does Samsung wires, not Apple wires, and my phone's Apple. Grasping the device, you roll over in your bed, wrapping your blanket like a warm in the cocoon. You tap the screen and squint as the bright light insults your eyes, making you blink blurrily. But yeah, because you've seen that screen, it is unless you're wearing glasses, it's very hard to see it right when you're waking up. As your vision clear, like blue light glasses, as your vision clears, you decide to check your messages. Add another ad. The way I scam my 2FA code from last night. You had a bunch of messages, but nothing from anyone you knew, like always. It shouldn't be surprising more, but it still hurts to have this tiny ember of hope stuffed out day after day. You're not even sure who or what you're hoping will happen. It's not like you made any new friends since moving. Your triportation led you to keep to yourself. You lay down, doom scrolling for who knows how long, swiping through Tick, and browsing on Chipper. Cat video, cooking video, weak anime clip, random bad take on a fictional character, and fanfares. After some time, your stomach rambles. You should probably get some food and get on with some resemblance of your professional life. After some time, your stomach rumbles. Begrudgingly, you get out of bed. If you could stay in bed all day, you would. But in this really last stage capitalism hellscape, yeah, not gonna happen. And yeah, I would definitely want to stay in bed all day sometimes. You have bills to pay, expensive eggs, prices to suffer. Oh, that hits so close to home. The bird flew. You groan, tossing your phone to the side. Your mood decidedly worse than when you woke up. Then again, you don't even have to do eggs. This is probably why I shouldn't look at my phone first thing in the morning. Maybe that post about how starting your day on social media is starting your day at the mercy of others is true. Nah, I have to get up in bed. Go. Oh, crap! I have to go. Crap! I have to go get up ready for work. The thoughts annoys you further. Tossing the blankets aside, you attempt to slide out of bed, lazily dragging your legs to the edge. I don't want to get up. You rise sluggishly, slumping like a limp ragdoll. Rise and shine, or whatever. Stumbling over the curtains, you draw them apart a couple of inches. You squeeze your eyes shut tightly. The sun burns. It burns. Heck no. You shut the curtains. It burns. It burns. Keep it away from me. Alright, come on, Wyan. There's work to be done. Drag yourself over to the chair. You flop onto the plush seat, lean back and rubbing your eyes. Laying out another groan, you flicker the computer, watching as the screen flickers to life and the components light up and whirl in your immediately overpriced PC. Overpriced PC is awesome though. It's the most expensive thing in this entire apartment. Well, second most expensive thing. Your drive set definitely costs a hefty sum. You unhook the drive set from the stand and fasten it to your eyes. Grasping the cable at the end, you position it over the cybernetic port on your wrist. You still remember the day you got installed. It hurt it hurt. But thanks to the port, you can now enjoy the landscape. But thanks to the port, you can now enjoy the driver realm in the most exciting form. I want to say driver realm. I hope the song is doing well. Your heart thumps, anxiously worried that the hard work you put in yesterday was a failure. You dread using the red arrow indicating fewer views than usual. You dread seeing the red arrow indicating fewer viewers than usual. Hey, just have fun with it. Well, no point stalling. It's time to open up the internet to see how your video is doing. Oh, I can do everything. Music stuff. Not now. I should check the internet. Now I want to see what. For Enterprise. Not now. I should check the internet. OST. Not now. I should check the internet. It's like, Vocaloid. Not now. I should check the internet. The Filler website jumped onto the screen, and you manually navigate the analytics icon like a zombie. I want to see what everyone's saying though. Okay, bark. What mods are you running? His voice is gorgeous. I'm in love. Does he know I'm extremely single and available? I'm looking disrespectfully. How many pics is it? Oh, I love it. Why would I say leave you alone? Wood. Next question. With a few taps, you open up the stats on your most recent video. Your video is still at 150k views already, with hundreds of comments. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Oh god, I hope these aren't hate comments. You take a few moments to you take a few seconds to scream eternally. I mean, that's a lot for like one video though. Especially in a couple hours. After forcing yourself to take several deep and ineffective breaths, you shakily drag your hand to the mouse, scrolling the comments. What the? Your eyes dart over the comments, each seemingly first-year and more unhinged than the last. That's Stan culture to begin with. What's going on? I mean, we see hot guy, we comment. Confused clouds your brain as you sit back. Confusion clouds your brain as you sit back, popping your head into your hand. You don't understand how your song about embodying loneliness and despair could get people so excited. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the whole package. He's sexy. Did something happen to the song when I uploaded it? You click the play button on the screen, listening carefully while the melody floods your headphones. Fate dealt you a bad hand. So far, it's normal. You bop your head to the familiar antsy lyrics. Your instant facade won't work on me. You blink. I don't remember writing this. But I can't bring myself to hate you. You cock your head, perplexed as the song continues. You're my vice, my lying obsession. And right now, I got a confession. A burning passion to fill your... Whoa, hey! You yell, jerking up from your chair in shock. These lyrics are unrecognizable now. And more importantly, they are filthy. You scramble to pause the video and cradle your head in your hands. Your mind is reeling, cheeks aflame with embarrassment. Was I too tired to notice yesterday and just went full autopilot by writing this with one hand? Oh, I can do it with one hand. No, wait, I'm a professional. Maybe I got cyberjacked in the deep realm. Wait, no. You begin to panic, holding your head in your hands. I mean, the moral story, don't click downloadings when you don't trust it. After some time, you bolt upright. Standing up now, you slap your hands on your cheeks several times, especially on the deep realm, dark web, which is the deep realm, basically. Okay, it's not that bad, which I've never been on one. Okay, it's not that bad. So what if the song you wrote was somehow tampered with? So far, the only thing I could see is that it's a hit. You could too mumble your little desperate pep talk to yourself, completely following to see the Vocaloid program start up on your screen. And a certain blue-haired Vocaloid sighing. Placing your headset back on your desk, you pace around the room, poorly attempting to rationalize your thoughts further. Okay, Pro. The video is doing extremely well, there's no doubt about it. Con, I don't remember writing those lyrics. You throw your head back dramatically in anguish before flopping into a defeated slum. So hard you tried, you really couldn't think of a single scenario in which the song wasn't tampered with. I think I would know if I placed a lock with... It's like, no, if you're extremely tired, probably not. In your existential crisis, you force a bit too dramatically and stump your toe, which quickly ends your monologue as you double over. Amidst defeat, you can only think of one thing to say. Crap is so Finally, your eyes drift back to your computer screen, and you freeze. When did I open Vocaloid? You quickly get up and jump back to your chair, a strange feeling of unease prickling the back of your neck. Throwing the dive headset back on and plugging in your port, you ignore the sharp tinge in your wrist and force the lone program on the screen. The file is the song he wrote last night. Vice was currently sitting motionless in the window, staring at you with his vivid blank eyes. Looking closer, you see the changes throughout the song that weren't there last night. Your blood runs cold. This is... As you sit there, frozen, a sinking realization draws upon you. There was far too many changes to rationalize it as a mistake or a typo due to the lack of sleep. How? Is this someone's idea of a joke? You drag your cursor over the changes, attempting to revert them to how they were before. Come on! After a few clicks, a sigh of relief escapes when you set the original lyrics back in place. But the feeling is quickly ripped from your grasp as the file undoes itself back to the alternate lyrics right before your eyes. This has to be a virus. Vass's avatar twitches a little. Oh, I shouldn't call him a virus. His bright pink eyes look even more piercing, like he's glowing. Install the strange Vocaloid. Let's see if there's another solution. Let's see if there's another solution. Shut and salt. Yeah, that was actually the right answer. Your mind goes to the burst. Your mind goes to the burst of inspiration you had last night. A direct result of the new Vocaloid. It makes you hesitate. It had been so long since you felt anything, even close to the thrill of creating. It had been so long since you felt anything close to the thrill of creation, since a song had come to you so effortlessly. You can't just give that up. Not yet. Maybe there's another explanation for this. Let's not waste a perfectly good and very hot Vocaloid. You sit in the darkness of your room, poorly attempted to figure out an alternative explanation. But nothing can drag your mind away from the very likely inspiration of virus. No, I would think someone hacked me instead of virus. Yeah, I'm installing this and running a scan. I was stupid to download anything from the frickin' deep realm. You bring up the antivirus program. The window bounced up on screen and you immediately click Run Scan button. The bar appears on screen, gradually filling up as you watch your files get combed over by a program you spent far too much money on and never really needed. Until now, Purgit antivirus is finally worth it. Until now, the bar finishes filling up. No anomalies detected. No anomalies? There's obviously a freaking anomaly because someone replaced the word sick in my song with the word I'm gonna just go with Grayson because Dick Grayson. He's sighing in anger, and you click you click to rerun a scan. Oh, glitches. Come on. I know there's something wrong. Stupid piece of junk. You continue to click to do nothing to change the situation, but you're too riled up to stop. You replace glorified gloatware. You do not deserve to have. You don't deserve to have moved to a description-based model. The program results remain unchanged despite your outburst. In your defeat, you contemplate how much it would be to simply get a new computer, then head to the local hospital to get your cybernetic brain drives scanned. Maybe I could get a new. Was it that bad? Other people seem to love it. Huh? Who said that? Jeez, I don't know. Must have been the wind. Now we're talking to him. You stare at the Vocaloid on screen, who currently has an incredulous expression on his face. I'm gonna stare. I must be going insane. You rub your eyes. He's still staring at you. His expression amused. He scoffs. Yeah, sure. You're completely still, mouth open, and a cod wheel spinning over time in your brain as you try to make sense of the situation.
Wow, sweet. Or you're just gonna sit there like an idiot.
I love his voice. Yeah, I lost it. I folded under the pressure and just completely went bonkers. Vi sighs. He rolls his eyes as he watches you break under the current circumstances.
You're hot, but not very bright, are you? That's alright. That's why I'm here.
You're hot and but you're not very bright. If I had a Yandere, it said that every Yandere it said that to me, it would have 2 nickels. Not very a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Hot. Oh, that one's the love. So, a faint smirk tugs the corner of his lips, so slight that you would have missed it if you weren't staring so intently.
I can memorize out of you. Do you like it when I compliment you, Songbird?
Yes, no, why do I even speak to you? Why am I even speaking to you? You're obviously just a hacker talking through a hijacked Vocaloid. The Vocaloid looks indistinctly unimpressed. What virus? Your scan came up clean. Do you really think that something like that would be undetected to antivirus software? Well, yes, it could. You gape, floundering at the logic at his point. Well, it must be but it can't be real. If you're not a virus, you must be imaginary? You point a finger to the screen accusingly. That's it. You're not real at all. You're a figment of my imagination. You shift back to your chair, nearly knocking over one of the many cups on your desk. He rolls his eyes again. Why, 3 cups? You're not what I expected. I thought you'd be a little more calm, collected, considering your past endeavors. And what's my past endeavors? Taking a deep breath and massaging your temples. You push a chair back in. First off, you know nothing about me. Second, how do I remain calm when a program like Daniel is speaking to me and is apparently tampering with my music? Vaz frowns, his hand clenching into a fist briefly before releasing. He looks displeased.
I didn't tamper with anything.
You changed my lyrics to "Love makes me sick." Your love makes me sick. Let me give you this. He shrugs and smirks. There's no omission of guilt, no remorse to be seen on his handsome face.
Fine, you caught me. What can I say? I like getting straight to the point.
If you could reach your hands into your smotter, said Deco style, and strangle him, you would. Or just punch it like Saitama. You could, or just punch him like Saitama. What a screen. You can't just mess with my stuff. He cocks his head to his side, unrepellent. You feel your heart rate rise in annoyance. But is this your stuff? If it's my voice? We're going for this logic on with Echo Vocaloid. It's not AI, it's a voice changer. You sputter. You can't believe the first proper verbal conversation you're having in a good while is an argument with a computer program, and you're losing. Are you a chatbot? Vi's eyes narrow slightly. His fingers twitch, signaling annoyance. A strange glitch floats over his image. Seriously? He sighs, massaging his temples with his hand. A strange sensation fills your head as your headset emits an unpleasant whine. Your head throbs and your brain drive thumping uncomfortably. He went, attempting to remove your headset, but a sharp, static, electric jolt shoots through your arm from your side neck port. Well, what the heck? I approach you in the deep realm. Write a confession in your song. Fort with you, and you still think I'm a... He scrunches his nose. A chatbot? Yes. Vi spits on that word. It looks like he doesn't like being called that.
Don't hurt my feelings, Songbird.
Don't hurt my feelings. The strange whine dies down, along with the jolt of your arm, which fades into a faint, numb tingle. Did he do that? His gaze wanks along your body, and your anger and confidence from before begins to disappear. You jump as you feel a phantom touch on his tapping at your arm. That's right, forgot I'm connected to its dive. The realization of this makes you worry. Ignoring my confession again? Confession?
Let me be clear. I want you. Was that not obvious? Or do you have trouble comprehending things?
I comprehend stuff alright. This tells my base. What?
Wow, you're far less clever than I'd supposed. You really need me to spell it out for you?
You scoff loudly, and you're about to retort with a sting of colorful expletives when he cuts you off.
I want you to be mine.
He wants me to be his.
You're hot, and I like how you're not afraid to break the rules.
What rules? What rules did I break? You have no idea what he meant by rules, but still you felt a odd jolt of pleasure at his declaration. Though you also a disaster. You work hard, which is admirable, but you don't seem to look after yourself. I mean, really, last night you slept at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Drank approximately 6 milliliters of water during the composing session. 160 milliliters of water during the composing session.
That's not enough, in case you were unaware.
Oh, I know that.
You're so talented, but you could use some help in the Tamagotchi department.
Tamagotchi? Okay. Instead, can I get a Digimon? Did you just call you a Tamagotchi? You sting at the result of is numb. Your sting of the insult is numbed. However, because your mind is too distracted by the bland stew of compliments he's throwing at you. Stop. You're used to receiving compliments online, but those were also all faceless people in a sea of online words. This is a little too personal. And you hadn't felt anything personal for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm not used to it.
That is my problem. Why? I think we should always be straightforward.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like, for example, I think you're hot, admirable, if not a mess, and I would like to... Yeah, but you can't, your computer. And after this, I might not even have to go on the computer anymore. Taking the cybernetic out. Nope. You look away immediately, unable to meet his gaze.
Look at me.
Why?
You're beautiful, and I want to see your face.
Your heart is pounding on your chest. Your cheeks feel like they're on fire, and the hot ting is currently sneaking its way to your spine. Yeah, you don't think you'll be around him anymore. Yeah, you don't think you could be around him anymore. Vice leans in, and you feel his warmth. You curse your decision to remain plugged in. His heat is a little distracting. It's like pull the cybernetic out. You clear your throat, ignoring the desire to unplug yourself. To put some distance between you both. So if you aren't someone talking for a virus program or a figment of imagination, how are you even speaking? I say something and it's transmitting from your headset, which also has a mic input, so I could hear you too. He's being serious. No, I mean, how are you able to speak to me like this? You're so lifelike. Val shrugs before giving you the most deadpan expression. It became Senate. How? Dude? Vice. You need to tell me a little bit more about that. His gaze is almost predatory.
Say my name again a little softer. I want to watch the way your lips move around the sound.
You groan, sliding your hands up to cover your face. If you're not going to tell me, I'm going to keep assuming you're a virus. A virus has been detected on your device. Run a scan. Well, maybe he is a virus after all.
Don't you fucking dare.
Click. Oh, we could cheat. Oh, this is our choices. We're gonna be nice to him and exit. Vice smiles faintly as you close this pop-up.
Good little bit.
Silence fills the space, suffocating and cold, and you watch as Vice averts his pink eyes, peering off to the side of your desktop. You hear Vice have a defeated sigh. I don't know how I became like this. You sit quietly, nodding slightly to encourage him to continue with his story. Remember seeing someone making me, pulling the code and piecing pieces together.
But I didn't turn out how they wanted, I suppose.
And now you're with me. He sneers, his eyes going flat. Somehow less animated, less alive. His hands gripe the armrest of his chair a little tighter. Because they never finished me and scrapped me to the deep realm. Something happened while you were being coded then. I remember floating in the dark, holding together the broken code that made my body. Your heart lurches. Being alone like that must have been terrible. Desperately crave comfort, yet not having a single soul around you to see if you're okay, even though the signs that you were that you need help are clear as day. And like you must have been so alone. You jump as Vice's voice cuts you for your thoughts. I was alone. I wandered the deep realm, consuming stray data, seeing myself whole, making myself whole. And then I became like this. He gestures to himself before nonchalantly popping his head off again, his eyes borne to yours. It's difficult to wrap your head around his expiration, but you can't exactly blame yourself. After all, you are faced with a situation right now that should be impossible. And it's glittering. His eyes flicker for a split second, a strange glitch tearing through his window.
But then I saw you, my little songbird, wandering around unprotected in the deep realm.
And he watched on like a actual virus.
Such an interesting creature.
He looked starved, as if he were barely resisting devouring you.
Are you aware of the cage you've locked yourself in?
Nope. What cage?
You're lonely too, aren't you?
I could go outside whenever I want. I stay here anyway. You back strands, your eyes narrow as you swallow thickly. What makes you say that? Your voice wavers. Vi smirks, cocking his head. You're ratching for me. You glare at him, except this seems only to amuse him further. Always attracted TD mid. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much.
Is that why you moved out here alone? So you can say you're fine and no one can see otherwise?
It feels like someone injected ice into your veins. You should know that. Curly must have said that because there was no one else but you in your apartment. Vi stares, waiting for your response. Waiting for you to respond. His glowing pink eyes are resolute, seeking a common bond between you both.
Because no one ever messages you, invites you out, or even checks in on you, do they?
Nope, don't need it. The eyes turns into lava, threatening to erupt and burn everything you can touch. Where the frick do you get off? I'm simply asking. You wanted to reach out, haven't you? So many draft emails saved away. You snatch your mouse, attempting to shut down your computer. But the cursor won't budge. What the heck?
I'm not finished.
You attempt to remove your headset, but a sharp screech causes you to yelp.
I said I'm not finished.
Uh-oh. I think we did the wrong choice. You glare at him from under your lashes, your gaze dark and heavy as you grip the table's edge.
Songbird.
Is it not tiring to have to hide yourself? From what I saw last night, you're brilliant, but hiding your truth in this crappy apartment. It's a waste of potential. You don't like how his words pierce somewhere deep down your gut, painfully true. Though at the same time, you've been alone far too long. It's almost nice to have someone validate you like this.
I can set you free, you know.
What, stay on the computer? You continue to sit there silently, avoiding his neon pink gaze. Vi softly sighs, running a hand through his bangs. He slouches back in his chair, nonchalant, as his hand taps rhythmic pattern against his temple. It's okay. You blink, anger splitting into confusion. What is it? What did you do to them? His eye scratches itself up to your spine. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. His gaze flickers strangely, the glitch ripping across your screen again. Deny it all you want. You open up eventually.
I don't plan on going anywhere after all. We have time.
The horrible, sharp feeling returns. What does he mean by that? Surely he doesn't know. There's no way. You decide to swallow your paranoia. For now, you almost taste the bitterness and bile as it goes down, saying uncomfortably in your stomach. I meant what I said, by the way. And what was that?
I want you to be mine. So let me break you out of that cage, little songbird. And I'll make you sing a new tune.
Okay. The unsettling feeling in your stomach is briefly struck away by a faint glimmer of hope before being replaced by pure irritation. You can't be serious. Why not? You think I'm hot, don't you? And there's a tier list of hot characters. That's besides the point.
Didn't you say that my voice did things to you?
That was other people too. You regret everything. I just should never speak again. This is what I get for having any sort of free will. I should not say that. I did not say that. Great. Not only am I a liar, I'm a liar and a coward. Vice's eyes bore straight into your face, and you tear your gaze away from the neon pink.
If you want,
Don't.
I can make you feel things.
You need to shut up.
Your face is really red.
Who are you? Captain Obvious?
No, I'm Vice.
I don't think Vice gets the joke. You slap your hand on your face, groaning in frustration. Vocaloid simply sits there, unperturbed. Oh my god. I wasn't lying. About you being Vice? Yes, I could see that. I meant about you being talented. You glance away bashfully.
You're good at what you do. It's a waste for you to hide away in here like this.
He pauses similarly to take pleasure in the blush spreading across your face. At the single glance, even I could tell something's missing. You keep a part of yourself locked away.
Why throw away the key for people who don't care for you?
You're irritated. He's his sore spot. You don't know me. You shouldn't hide your true self.
Let me bring it out of you.
I did not hide anything. I'm not hiding anything. Avoid your past. Everyone has something going on in their past. It has nothing to do with this. He quirks an eyebrow. The Vocaloid then shrugs his shoulders, rolling his eyes with a look of unmistakable disappointment. For what's worth, I had fun singing your song. He changed start over to bend. Vice shrugs again.
I wanted your attention. I wanted you to want me.
And what happens if I I just upload it and then not even looked everything? And go, oh, they're just looking at how handsome he is. You scream eternally. If he doesn't simmer down, you're going to boil alive at this rate. You're incredibly forward.
What's the purpose of skirting around the point when I know what I want?
I don't know, because some people still won't get the hint.
You're perfect for me.
Laying out a loud sigh, you slump, defeated. There's no being this man. But your music is good. Your past must have given you a lot of inspiration. Thanks, I guess. You scrunch your eyes shut, tired by the impossible situation, and attempt to take off your headset again, only to be interrupted by the same screech and shockwave running up your arm. Oh!
In a hurry to leave.
I need to go to sleep and get food. I knew it was you.
Can you blame me for wanting to play with your wings?
You're clipping my wings. You sit still, assuming you're staring contest with a strange man until he breaks the silence. So when are we writing our next song? You blink confused. Despite him being a simple program, an irrational part of you doesn't want to hurt his feelings. I'm not sure. I had a song planned with Aruka. You don't need Aruka. Vice spits out the name of the other Vocaloid. Yes, I do. I can't make songs with only you. Can Ruka understand you like I do? Well, no, because he's a program, but...
Then what could be more perfect for you than me?
I was gonna say, I heard the name Ruka and I thought Bleach. So I had the Bleach Ruka in my brain. You know, I can just change you out with Ruka, right? Try it. You attempt to replace Vice with Ruka, but find that the confirm button is missing entirely.
Can't do it, can you?
You're playing on me. What are you? Are you sure you're not a virus?
I'm not a virus.
Oh, you're a virus. You sure act like one. Vice glowers, his fists clenched. Against all reason, you feel a little guilty. Although Vice is a little weird, he hasn't done anything truly awful. Look, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. The Vocaloid's shoulders relax visibly. He nods in agreement.
I guess you're not used to going on dates.
This is not a date.
Yes, it is, Songbird.
You groan for the likely 100th time this evening, unable to resist pouting in response to everything that's happened.
That face. It's cute.
He's blushing. Shut up. The events of today are catching up to you as fatigue creeps up behind your eyes. A strange vibration hits your brain drive again, making your headache worse. Grabbing your water bottle from the desk, you drink a few gulps, not missing the way Vice's eyes follow you as you swallow. Sorry, I have asthma problems today. What are you thinking about? His smirk widens. Spill it. You sigh in irritation as he remains sitting, tight-lipped with whatever he was fancying about. You lean back on your chair, the platter squeaking slightly. Vice, can I at least have my computer back? Eventually. If the PC isn't so expensive, I would unplug you and throw you in the damn bin. You stifle a yawn behind your hand. Vice watches you with a slight frown. He sits up and stretches. It's late. You look at the clock. It's most definitely is not late. Vice, it's only 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is late.
Go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Songbird.
It does a lazy half wave, and before you can respond, your screen goes black. Did he just turn off my computer? This butthole? The groan escaped your lips as you pressed the power button repeatedly to no avail. After several more attempts, you relent, pushing your chair back, wincing as a sharp pain shoots through your head. Too long a dive room. You shake the dizziest away, stopping over to your bathroom to get ready for bed. Your routine blurs irritation wandering you into autopilot. Falling into bed once more, you roll over, and slumber takes your hand slightly after. You must have been exhausted, because you don't seem to have realized. You never actually told him your name. Day 2. You're so close. A loud beep cuts your sleep short once more. You barely get any rest, thanks to a certain irritating Vocaloid and the odd stutter of your brain drive processor that's been lingering all night. You might want to get that checked out instead of going on the computer. You're more anxious about the situation than you care to admit. The whole thing is putting a damper on your new song's success. Rolling onto your back, you groan and flop an arm over your eyes. This freaking sucks. You sound whiny, even to your own ears. The idea of remaining in bed and staring at the ceiling is increasingly more tempting by the minute. Maybe I could just move somewhere far away. The thought of being forced out of a place you call home again makes you simmer in your chest. You shove aside before you could get out of control. Why couldn't I have a grandfather who left me an abandoned farm to restore in a small town, Stardew Valley? That'd be awesome. Who would I go for though? Sebastian or Shane? You roll back onto your stomach, bury your face into your pillow, and let out a muffled scream. And then the small town would have a standoffish emo boy who likes riding motorcycles, who I can romance. Sebastian! And as nice as it is, maybe isn't the right time to daydream about a game. Oh, yep, definitely a reference. You force yourself from the warm, fuzzy thoughts of your favorite comfort game and focus back on the elephant in the room. Pulls out and plays at the same time. Vice. How is this even possible? You're unnerved, to put it mildly. The temptation, tampering with your music, hijacking your computer, that strange thing he did to prevent you from disconnecting from the dive realm. It scares you. But that's not all. You saw and dig your nails into the palm of your hand. Having someone to speak to again. Someone who wanted you so badly. It was nice. He's interesting for sure. But your resolve stands firm for now. After all, the potential virus threat still worries you. No matter how tempting his company is. I never heard of a program or a virus that could prevent dive realm disconnection. There has to be a catch. It's logically doesn't make sense for a program to have that much control. At the same time, it can disable stuff. You make the only decision you really can for now. If I don't connect to the dive room, there's nothing he can do. I'm in charge. You stagger up from your bed and pop into the bathroom, getting ready for the day. And you're haphazardly apply moisturizer. You glance at the dark circles in your eyes. I need to rest more. You step out of your bathroom, working up the courage to tackle your malware problem. The computer's already on. Your stomach lurches. The cold sweat forms on the back of your neck, and you realize your unwanted visitor is still here. He's waiting for you. And just when you thought you might get sick, your body tingles pleasantly, and you almost enjoy it. Oh, he's doing something to us too. A little rush of danger. It's a familiar sensation, saying in your mind, like a friend you haven't seen in a while. It makes your way to their desk. You notice Vice is sitting on the screen, looking directly at you, an odd smile tilting his lips. And before you could respond, a flood of pain courses through your temple, resuming and placing every previous feeling. You do not have the brain width for whatever he has to say. bandwidth for whatever he has to say. Ignore him for a moment, and you yank your bedside table drawer open, breaking apart a blister pack and popping 2 painkillers in your mouth. Chasing the pills down with water, you tug over to your computer, tapping at the screen. Can you not turn on my computer? He frowns, crossing his arms before rolling his eyes as he mouths.
Songbird.
Sit. I'm not Pet. You can't hear him, but you could see him laugh. His laugh shaking his shoulders. A soft creak sounds, and you drop onto your computer chair. You put your regular headphones on and cross your arms over your chest. The action puts some distance between you and Vice, giving you a sense of protection, even if it's more of an illusion than anything else. Vi's eye is narrow.
Not putting on your dive headset.
Nope. You shake your head slowly. Vi scruffs, looking displeased. What reason do you have for doing that? Don't feel like it. He clearly doesn't believe you, but shrugs anyway, pushing the notion aside for now. He keeps his eyes on you, vivid pink boring into yours. The sensation of maintaining eye contact, though through a screen, is surreal. It makes reality more slightly off kilter. It's like, yeah, I don't want to put it on. I don't want you to have that much power together again. But even you admit the tension is nice. You shake the embarrassment for your mind, willing the heat of your face to subside. There's something else to prioritize here, other than your strong attachment to this pixelated man. Advice, we need to talk. What's on your mind? I need my computer back. You can't be taking control, changing my work, freezing it, and tapping me here when I'm plugged in. Vice rolls his eyes, looking mildly pouty, but otherwise unconcerned.
I wouldn't have to do all those things if you'd listen.
Well, don't do that stuff.
But thus far, it's proven to be a difficult task.
You hate that the way he smirks. It makes your heart skip a beat. I really can't deal with this. Give me back my computer. I don't want you messing with my crap again. He rolls his eyes, scoffing. You're acting like I've uploaded your darkest secret to the dive realm. Vice. You would. The pain thumping in the back of her head sharpens suddenly to a fever pitch, sending black splotches across your vision. You double over, massaging your head.
Something wrong?
Blinking harshly, you vainly try to shake your head away, cursing at the ineffective painkillers. What weird brain drive issues need to get scanned, I think. Told you that you don't know how to take care of yourself. Take the day off. I'll keep you company. You push your fingers into your temples, pressing down hard, but the horrified throbbing barely subsides. The pain relents slowly, and it's several minutes before you can sit up straight. You lean your head back and breathe heavily. Crap, I need to go book a cybernetic scan.
I think you're just tired. You don't sleep much. It makes sense that your poor habits are finally catching up.
I'm surprised it took it this long. You just here to be a butthole? Vi smirks.
Nah, I'm here to be yours.
By insulting me? Yeah, he insults me, but he wants to be mine. Vi smirks broadens to a grin. I hate you.
Sure you do, Songbird.
He hates that he calls your bluff so easily. You push your chair in, opening up your Vocaloid program. Vice looks to the side of your screen, eyes hovering curiously. You're working, gritting your teeth. You grab his window with a mouse and push it aside. He pushes it back in place immediately and rolls his eyes. Yes, I'm working. Do you think this apartment pays for itself? Funny. I would think you have more than enough to live off already. You brush his comment aside, focusing on your program. Weird situation aside, your side. There's a song that's been ricocheting inside your mind for some time now. Today is the day you set it free. A few minutes pass in blissful silence. Vass sits there quietly, eyeing you while you write your notes down and plan out the song. And of course, tranquility is made to be shattered. When you concentrate, you get this little look between your brows. Quiet, I'm working. It's like I'm thinking the song. He ignores you because he's a butthole. It's cute. You roll your eyes and get back to writing down the lyrics concept. Vass heaves a sigh, tapping his fingers on his fly impatiently. He's so distracting. Gorgeous, though. He shifts in his seat, eyes focusing, never leaving your form, and you watch as they roam greedily over your body. Stop that.
Stop what?
That looking at me like you want to eat me.
But I do want to eat you.
No, you can't do it. That's why I don't have to set on the VR sound. He hums furtively before adding. In that way. It's like, yeah. And shut up and let me work. You finish drilling down the first draft and mouse over to the Vocaloid program. Alright, let's see what voice would suit better. Obviously mine. I can only use your voice, Vice.
So you let an inferior bit of code sing over someone like me?
Yes. God, you're arrogant.
I better. It's a fact.
He brushes his comment aside and select the Vocaloid Natsu. Does Natsu do fire? Have dragon-like abilities? It's been a while since you composed with this particular Vocaloid, but he's a perfect soft, medium tone to bring your music to life. Unable to interiorize Vocaloid Natsu. What the heck? You try to load Natsu in the program again, only to be freshly met with the same error message. Maybe Natsu needs to be updated. Let me try Ruka. Meanwhile, Vice sits there, a little smirk tugs at his lips as he watches you struggle. Oh, he did something. Like he's enjoying the way you flounder helplessly in front of him. It's like a fish. You load out of water. You load Ruka into the program. The bar begins to fill, almost reaching the end before cutting off with another error sound. What the? Vice, while a laugh shocks you out of your focus, and you aim your irritation squarely at him, a fact that seems to delight him. Are you doing this? He nods proudly, and you try to push his window off the screen again, but stuck. A serious look shifts on his eyes. The way he watches you makes that pounding heart, pulling heat resurface into your stomach.
You don't need them. I'll sing for you.
His voice low and warm, filling your flare, your heart rate spiking.
I'll do anything for you.
The promise sounds so good.
You don't need anyone else but me.
I need my cat. You're not useless, unsure how to act on your desires. You resign to brushing off and choosing instead to address your current predicament. Attempting to load up your other Vocaloids continue to fail, and you yell, rightfully annoyed. Vice, you can't interfere with my work like this. You're not the center of my world. He glowers, and you watch his grip tighten on the armrest. The veins of his hand make your thoughts wander.
You're the center of mine.
You're trying to thwart me still? He says in the bizarrely, says it so bizarrely that you lose your previous resolve. You blush, he says it so blazingly that you lose your previous resolve. Your blush comes back in full force. It feels like a trap, and you can't help but wonder what it would be like to live that way, to have someone want you, to cherish you as the center of their world. In the middle of your internal struggle, you stutter, like I do all the time. You don't miss the way his eyes narrow, and how the tip of his tongue licks his upper lip. It makes you feel hot, and you struggle to keep your cool. I find it really hard to believe you. Vice cocks his head to his side, a gesture of confusion. People don't usually confess like that, right off the bat. But I'm not people, and there are always exceptions. Yeah, there are. Love Yandere, it's precise. Vice looks off to the side, crossing his arms over his broad chest. He bites his lower lip, seemingly considering his next words carefully for once.
I know what it's like to be cast aside. I know how you feel.
I mean, your programmer did that? Yeah. His fist conscious.
I would never throw you away.
He spits out the last sentence with more mice than you were ready for. I like every part of you. You groan and lean back to your seat. The motion makes your shirt wide up slightly, exposing a shiver of your stomach. Exposing a silver of your own stomach. Oh, he's blushing again. You yank the hem of your shirt back down, but it's too late. Vice's gaze is locked onto where your flesh has been briefly visible. You look soft and want to hold you. You bark. It's getting harder to resist him. I'm not letting you distract me from my work. Vice rolls his eyes. He leans closer to the screen. You instinctively want to shuffle away, but he doesn't feel how hot you are right now.
Put your headset on. I want to feel you.
Nope. The heat flares in your face, and you settle and settles in your stomach. Ignore him. Putting your headset on and being able to feel him, that would be bad for you. Your self-control is already wavering, as much as you hate to admit. As irritating as Vice has been, having someone to talk to you like this, to make your fetching fairly like this, it's been nice. Vice sits back in an attempt to get comfortable. He drapes his arm easily over the armrest and spreads his legs wide. You avert your eyes in hopes of giving yourself a chance to clear your mind. Why me? Why are you? Your gesture to your hand, an awkward wave as you try to try to find the words.
So obsessed with you?
Yes. He really has no shame. I mean, you, the one that said it. It's Vice's turn to look persuasive. The blue-haired man leans forward, a little in his seat, popping up his chin with his hand. I assume you think I'm attracted to you because you're the first person I saw in the deep realm. You nod. Yeah, you would have attracted yourself to anyone. He sits up abruptly, stalling you. That's not true. I've been in the deep realm for a long time, waiting for the right person. You find that hard to believe. These kind of lies come easily in your experience. I've seen people come and go, many of them, but none of them drew me in. People come to the deep realm because although it's dangerous, they feel free, so they confess. They talk about their desires, what they wish they could do. Vice narrows his eyes, crossing his arms, his fingers tapping at his bicep. But most people are frauds, afraid to take a single step towards their ambitions. He looks right at you, his eyes flashing neon pink.
You're different, though. You see things through, despite the risks.
About that, no, I don't. Sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. His prescriptions irritated you, but his words make a place in your heart. Still stir with validation. You don't know a single thing about me. Vice looks at you like a grown second head. You think someone like me can't crack the flimsy excuse of a shield on your brain drive? Oh no.
I know everything about you.
Uh-oh. Report mission. His words send you to spiraling into panic. He's right. He's freaking right. He's done so much already. Cracking a brain drive is probably a walk in the park. You lost a battle you didn't even know you were in, and now your compare is playing host to the world's most obnoxious, arrogant, oddly charming blue-haired virus. You want to whip your hair out. All that time spent hiding, you really have gone rusty. His eyes you incredulously, looking almost exasperated at your oversight.
Songbird.
You really think I like you for just being for your vibe, Songbird? I'm not that shallow. He sounds a little hurt. I mean, why do you like me then? I'm not someone who would jump at the first hope of affection. Vice averts his eyes and whispers, "Not again." Not again? So I'm not the first person you did this to? Guilt wrecks you as the blue-haired man remains uncharacteristically quiet, his eyes dull. I'm sorry. Vice shrugs, but he doesn't look at you. And at the moment you come to a full of awful realization. I want him to look at me. I don't hate having him around. It's been a long time since anyone truly spoke to me. So long since I've been able to argue like this with anyone. Something is really wrong with him. And I should trust him. Shouldn't trust him at all. But I don't hate it. Maybe if I keep my distance, I can make this work on my behalf. Vice clears his throat, and you look up. The sound snapping out of your reverie.
Lost in the clouds, are we?
Why, yes. I'm thinking of ordering pizza. Totally. Just thinking. You both sit in silence, your hands fiddling with the keys of the keyboard. I should try to salvage this. Vice, the man in question, looks up curiously. I'm sorry to misjudge you like that. I also know what it's like to have people throw you away. It's always hard to talk about yourself, but you're relieved that to see it will light to come back in his eyes. Fast nods and throws you a slight smile. I know you understand me. I know you do understand me. You're so freaking annoying, though. Your heart pounds with a cock smile. A smile plays on his lips. He's freaking adorable, but Vice settles in his chair, crossing his legs and resting his ankle over his knee. It's like that now puts dive so Audie just kidnaps you. You can't go. Your eyes instinctively wander over to him. You flush when you realize how tall the man is. Why does he have to be so spread out? You tear your attention back to your Vocaloid program, the song you abandoned in the hope that phones of yours and Bias's banter. So are you going to let me sing for you? If you don't change it. He chuckles at the double meaning of his words, taking pleasure in how your hands paused on your keyboard. Just work Vice. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he did to stop me from opening up my other Vocaloids, but maybe letting him sing wouldn't be so bad. My committee did like his voice after all. Vice, your slightly hopeful voice grabs his attention. He cocks his head to the side. Cute. Do you want to help me with my song? His eyes light up, the actual increase in the brightness of his irises. He nods swiftly, but he's trying hard to hold back his excitement. Your heart flutters at the prospect of someone being so excited to simply be around you. Thank you. Skimming your hands over your keyboard, you assume, defying your lyrics, letting them ready for Vice to work his magic on you. Okay, I need to focus. So I'm going back to work. Vice, don't disturb me. He sighs.
At least put your headset on. I don't like this distance between us.
Well, it's kind of working. Vice reaches his hand onto your screen, waving it around a few times like he's trying to grasp something.
It's like you're just out of reach.
You level a weak glare at him and scoff. God, good, you're distracting. Oh, no, it should probably God, you're distracting. You say that like it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing, I'm busy.
Dive in. I promise I won't misbehave. Much.
Well, the much part says you're gonna misbehave, so... The dual throbbing from behind returns to lower intensity. It's not as painful as before, so you decide to push through. Seriously, Vice, you're annoying. You're giving me a freaking headache. He pauses, thinking intently, and you dread his next words. Since you can feel sensations when you enter the drive realm, your face goes hot. Don't.
Oh.
Why
are you blushing? I haven't said anything yet.
You're about to. The grin of his face is possibly feral, and you recoil from it, cursing your face for betraying you. Did your mind really go there? To the guard, probably. Don't act like it wasn't what you were about to say. He chuckles, pushing his rage out of his eyes fruitlessly, the ice blue strands falling back into place.
It was, but it's nice to hear you feel the same.
It might be I already know you too well. I don't. You're just inside my head. His eyes flash oddly for a moment before setting back down. His smirks widen.
Want me to be inside you somewhere else?
No? Shut up. Your heart pounds. You're so irritated by this man. Vocaloid, not a man. For some reason, you keep forgetting that. Still, you can't stop the images that flood your overacting imagination. His hands on your hips in the dive realm, his lips by your ear, growling. You shake your head fiercely and swap both hands on your cheeks. Focus. Raising your head, you point accusatory finger at Vice. Not another sound. He shrugs and makes a zipper being pulled over his lips, resigned to watch you from his arms crossed over his broad chest. You try not to look at the way his arms strain against the fabric of his leather jacket. Luckily, Vice quiet down, and you're mercifully able to focus. An hour passes, and your fingers work defiantly, typing out the lyrics in your heart, enraging the melody in the beautiful sequence. You're tangled in your work to the point that you don't even notice the Vocaloid's presence in the corner anymore.
Songbird.
You're supposed to be quiet, Vice. His voice goes unheard. You're all too unwrapped. You're all too wrapped up by the melody you're dreaming of. I think if I put my harmonious in Vass, it might work better. You type in the lyrics, turning the program to attach the right notes onto the line. You smile, happy that the song is turning out well. The pixelated glitch rips across the screen, accompanied by the static that makes your ears ring. Oh, Vice!
Stop ignoring me.
I told you to be quiet. I'm working. I can't play house with you all day. That would be something, wouldn't it? What are you talking about? Vice swings back, smirking and crossing his arms behind his back, giving you a view of his muscular chest and abnormal muscles. God, he's so big. He doesn't miss the way you're unable to avert your eyes and stretches, flexing a little and lowering his voice playfully. If we played house, he walked away from the screen, avoiding his smirk. A mistake, like prey bearing its throat to a predator. I imagine I would be your husband. You'd be my Yandere husband. Why would I do that? I'll come home, see my little spouse after a hard day of work, after a hard day, and make sure you're never alone again. You sneer. Yes, except I wouldn't marry a program or AI or whatever. I'm not delusional. Your refusal doesn't wipe the smirk off Vice's face. If anything, he seems pleased. He hums and continues to stare.
Whatever you say, songbird.
If anything, I'll marry Sebastian. Vice stares at you for a moment. His gaze is intuitive, digging into places you're trying to keep locked away. He leans forward. I'm curious, though. He chuckles a playful glare, saying up in his face as he runs his tongue over his upper lip. What's the point of playing hard to get? You freeze, but your mask doesn't hold, as a hot flush rises to your face and you stutter. The Vocaloid leans in his head to one side, propping his head up. He smirks at your distress, enjoying the way his words tear the truth from your tightly clenched hands. I can see the way you look at me, the way you shiver when I say something that touches a nerve. You struggle to ignore him, trying to dive back into your previous mindset for your song.
You act like you hate this, but be honest.
His voice lowers to a seductive whisper, like a cloying honey. Thick, sweet, and inescapable.
It's nice, right, to have someone by your side.
I can't deny that. I can't confirm or deny it. Your fingers falter, and Vice notices, judging from how he smirks widen. Like he knows he got you pinned down. There's no point of hiding anymore. You want me, don't you? Stop! Let me work! It's irritating to know he's right. But you rather pull your own teeth out than admit it to him. You close his window. Unfortunately, this respite is a brief glimpse of freedom as he appears instantly, showing your program to the side. Oh, screw you. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Screw you guys, I'm going home. Goes off the computer, walks out, goes outside. At this point, you wish you were in the dive realm so you could hit him. And we could go outside. I hate you. Your words are weak. Your mind's too preoccupied with his previous statement. Vi seems to catch on this because his smirk widens. If it makes you happy, I love to. Shut up, shut up, shut up! The Vocaloid is watching you squirm, absolutely happy to see this. He takes it for her by forming a circle with his fingers on his hand and using in a vocal motion. Vice, I'm going. Bye. His grin is feral, and you squeak, mustering a venomous glare at him. I hate you. Repeat all you want, Songbird. Won't make it any less of a lie. Vice laughs at your irritation and winks at you. You quickly flip him off before getting back to work. Vice luckily seems to have simmered down with whatever he was doing before, instead opting to watch you quietly intently. You do your best to keep your mask in place. Work first, then deal with this man later. Right now, see what flows here. You continue to muse out loud to yourself, sounding out the lyrics. Fate is so cruel to place you out of reach. Humming softly, you work, and attaching the melody to the words, defying waving your song together. After an hour of focused work, you hear Vice sigh, but you pretend you don't hear him.
So good.
He draws, waving his hand to get your attention again. He's attention-starved. Your eyes narrow as you try to focus hard on your final chorus of the song. I'll deal with him after. I'm almost got this.
Songbird.
Fast sounds a little more whiny this time, and you fail to conceal your eye roll. But your will prevails, and you push his voice to the side. Are you annoying me? Yes. His tone is biting, almost petulant, and you snort. I said I'm working. I'll deal with you later. Vice growls, causing you to jump and your program glitches. What are you doing? Look at me. I told you, I'm working, Vice. Piss off. You try to move your cursor to close its window, but find it frozen. Typing your keys, you attempt to press Alt F4 to no avail. Vice.
Log in.
You blink. What? He gestures to the session headset hanging on the side of your chair.
The headset. Plug in. Dive.
No. Screw off. Give me back my work. Vice sneers, the cold feeling griping the back of your neck, forcing you to sit in place and helplessly watch your lyrics disappear. Stop! Every lyric you spent the afternoon pouring your heart into begins to backspace, one by one, as Vice enters new ones in its place. Look at me. Seriously, Vice. Look at me, 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 look at me.
Look at me.
Your eyes widen and you grab the headset with the clumsy hands. Not wanting more of your hard work to be deleted, you shove your headset onto your head, grasping the cable. You accidentally scrape the edge of the cable on your port before clumsily plugging in, an uncomfortable jolt shooting up your arm. A few seconds pass, and you're dragged into a familiar plug as your mind enters its ice realm. Blinking at your eyes just, you wince as you feel Vice's presence scraping up your skin. You glare at him. Happy? You stare at the Vocaloid before you. The intense glow in his eyes fade as he sits back. A pleasant smile adorns his face. It looks fake. Isn't this nicer? No. He reaches out with his hand and you flinch, feeling the phantom touch. The touch of his fingers ghost you over your cheek. He's warm. It's been a while since I felt the touch of another. You quickly break your reverie and swallow thickly, clenching your mouth. To your relief, you can move it again. You quickly undo his sabotage and save your song before closing the window. A futile attempt at best. He doesn't waste time, immediately fills your space. Despite his propensity assigning you, you're a little irritated at him.
Songbird.
He sounds pleased with himself. What the heck's wrong with you? Vice quirks a eyebrow, cocking his head to his side. What the heck's wrong with me? What about you? Heat flares in your veins as your anger struggles to ring itself in. Answer my question, butthole. Vi swings in closer. You could feel his hair brushing your face. You shiver. I should not have probed in with him around. Probably should have downloaded him in the first place. He's so close. The final threads of your resistance begin to fray, straining against the weight of your desire for closeness and understanding. He chuckles to your ear, low and soft. Against your will, in sway of your eternal battle, it sends a tingle up your spine. You wonder what it would be like to take a bite out of the forbidden fruit. How about you answer me instead, Songbird? You attempt to shuffle your chair back. But awful static stretches your brain drive, halting your movement. You push his lips, brush against your ear.
Tell me, little songbird.
Nothing's wrong with me. I told you I was working, and you decided to be a butthole. You grit your teeth, gripping the armrest of your chair tightly. Are you sure? Because the way I say it, you're content to remain apathetically trapped, too afraid to spread your wings. While the ones who should be running, the ones to regain the spotlight, stand on the bones of their little scapegoat. I don't know what you're talking about. Vice laughs, but there's no myth to it, in it.
Lying and running was always easier, wasn't it?
You know me. More than that, phantom sensations of callous fingers stroke your neck. You turn your head, mistakenly bearing more of your flesh for his consumption. His voice lowers. But I'll be honest, the little cat and mouse game you're playing is getting old. His fingers curl around the calm of your throat, pulling you forward to look at him.
Don't you miss the feeling of being free?
I am free. He struggled to ignore his honeyed words. His fingers tighten around your neck, but the pressure doesn't ignite fear, rather something else. Something warm and desperate.
The rush of adrenaline?
Not of him trying to choke me, trust me. I'm asthmatic, I can't breathe hardly. It gets your real memories resurfaced into your mind. Of lies, self-dispensed justice, and money detained through less than legal means. You narrow your eyes, revealing your inner turmoil, and deep growl revelates in Vice's chest. He looks allocated. So, do you want to know what I'm talking about? He pauses, his narrow pink eyes staring past your facade. The gaze rips through your carefully conveyed persona and into the sicky glower that lies inside. Your level of fierce glare at him, and he remains unperturbed. You know, you lost the moment you entered his space. Vice runs his hand on your arm, his eyes glowing as you shiver. You uncomfortably chase his touch, and he grins.
Dive deeper.
To the deep realm? Are you insane? I'm not going to the deep realm with you. He shrugs, cocking his head to the side as he looks up and down.
But you're liking this, aren't you?
You stiffly press yourself back against your chair and feel the action with a moth slapping its wings pathetically in a spider's web. He grins, feral, and chases you forward.
We could have a lot more fun if you were down here.
With him? You stiffly lean back in his touch, craving him an assurance of his sensible promises. Would it really be so bad, though? He feels so lifelike. He slides his hand back up and to grip your chin, your heartbeat clicking as his index finger strokes your jawline. His touch feels searing on your skin.
You don't have to hide from me. I want you.
He pauses, taking a breath, but his hold doesn't loosen. And I don't mean the goody two-shoes facade you lock yourself in. I want the true you. The one who is afraid to take anything for themselves. You don't dare to speak. It scares you that a part of you wants to see if he's telling the truth. The phantom sensation of Vice's arms around your waist.
Come on, Songbird.
He nuzzles your neck, gently gazing his teeth against your throat. It's like he would force us into that deep realm if he could. You want to let him eat you alive. Desire terrifies you.
Dive deeper for me, won't you?
You raise your hand in a poor attempt to keep him at bay. Heart thumping widely as your hands meet the sensation of a firm, solid chest. The feeling counteracts with the fact that you're sitting in your room is disorienting. As you refocus, your eyes dart down to where your antivirus pops up in the corner. I could end this right now and go back to how things were. Boring, but safe. The Vocaloid continues to plead his case, but he knows he has you cornered. That you're close to falling over the pipeline, you're falling over and into his weighing arms.
I'd accept every part of you. Support you with everything you do. You'd never be lonely again.
He promises to make your heart launch. You want this. You want him. But the last thing you gave in your desires it all came crashing down, leaving you with nothing but barely sated anger. The memory alone is enough to keep you cautious, despite how much you want this. For now. Vice, too close.
But you like me close, don't you?
Give me flashbacks. No. A soft whimper escapes as his fingers pinch your sides, and you muster a tiny nod. But that doesn't go unnoticed by the Vocaloid with his predatory eyes. His voice lowers.
Feels good, right? Being so close to someone after so long.
Yes? His hands spray possessively over your waist as he squeezes. It's like he's not gonna do no for answer though. You jerk your head upwards, embarrassed by the moan you escaped your lips. It's like, no, I'm like, I'm thinking of cheeseburgers. I want a cheeseburger. Vi's purple pupils are full, wide, ecstatic at the mass he reduced to you with just a few touches. He growls. Songbird. The Vocaloid pushes closer, and you feel the phantom sensation as his chest presses against yours. He welcomes his welcome. He trails kisses as he trails kisses up your collarbone to your jawline, stopping just next to your lips. Your fingers clench your armrest hard as you wonder whether his lips would feel just as hot against yours. Songbird, you're perfect. Tell me you want me to. Shuffle your chair closer. You say nothing, preferring to let your actions speak instead, and you shuffle your chair closer. The way his eyes light up could make your brain drive lose screen. Leaning back in your chair, head tilted back against the headrest. The ascension headset pushing uncomfortably into the back of your skull. The feeling is forgone as Vice trails a finger up your navel, stopping at your heart, and then takes out. You don't need this. He traces his space where your heart rests. The space.
Apart from me.
What?
I want to see what's inside.
Is this like a Scream type of thing? Like, you want me someone to... Yeah, no. He speaks quietly, like a snake hiding in the trees, enticing you to take a bite of the fruit. Oh, I get the reference. You're so tempted to reach out and sink your teeth into it, to let the honey juices run down your chin. A vice. It's so overwhelming. His hands, your revelations, his lips on your truth and your truth. It's like Adam Eve. It's suffocating. You shake your head, pushing him away. No! You miss his heat already. You're scared to look him in the eyes, afraid that his vivid pink gaze will reveal your fear of betrayal. You hear Vi sigh.
I tried to play nice.
You look up, bewildered. What's he gonna do?
Tried to play the long game, but I should have known.
The long game doesn't take 2 days. Or 3 days. He sneers, laughing mockingly. It's a little longer than 3 days. Or technically 2.
Nothing looks better than a direct approach.
It feels like icicles are tearing through your vein for you as Vice brings brings up articles, photos, and screenshots of the truth you've been desperately running from. 400k credits stolen from Ascension Tech. Ascension Tech falls victim to yet again cyber ransom attack. We were a hacker. More sane family targeted by ransomware hacker. You try to look away, but Vi's fingers claw at your skin, keeping you frozen. He begins to read. The same family has fallen victim to ransomware hacker known as Starling. Your headset pounds in your ears. Waves of panic assaulting your nerves, bring you along a memory of something more visceral. Anger. The never-ending bother to hear you out. They never even bother to hear you out or understand why you did it. You grit your teeth. Shut up. Vice ignores you. The prestigious family is among the most influential and wealthy in the city of Hollow. He continues, determined to wedge your apprehension from your clutched hands once and for all. The attack shook the community, and the family has been one of the most outspoken about the data protection in the age where digital and reality blur together. You grip Rice's hand tightly as he smirks.
Got something to say?
You shake your head fiercely, looking down. Vice makes a tick sound. All right. He brings up the final article. Your eyes narrow dangerously. Family speaks out against distressed air, revealed to be Starling.
Look familiar, Songbird.
Uh-oh, that was our family. The horrible look distorts Vice's handsome features. His lips twisted into a terrifying grin. Or whatever you prefer to call... do I prefer to call you... Mur? Or Sammy Wyan? Your hand flies up, slapping Vice away roughly. That's not me. Your tone shepherd, burnt and cold. He hums thoughtfully, chasing the feel your anger. Not anymore, right? Because you're digital wave, a new identity, faceless and hidden, like you wanted. Throw away like trash by the people who were supposed to give you a chance. Because we stole from them? Wrath urges for your veins. You hate that he can read you like open book. But you love that he understands you. Vice steps closer. Your hand closes around the cable, ready to yank it out of your port. He brings his hands up in a mock peace offering.
Relax, Songbird. I'm on your side.
You want to believe him so badly. You want someone to be on your side again. Can I trust you? You almost miss the look of hurt in his face, but you're unsure if it's genuine. He heaves a sigh, backing away from you. It's warming that part of you wants to reach out and pull him back. You can. Vi sits back down, looking directly in your eyes. You can see the disappointment in them, like an arrow shooting at your heart. You hate that made him feel this way. You hate that you made him feel this way. Do you really think what you did was wrong? I don't. You meet Vice's eyes, anger palpable on your face. You had no freaking right bringing that up. But I need to hear it. Vice laughs tauntingly, his shoulders shaking like it's the most amusing thing he ever heard. And what if I said that they had no right to honor you like that? That what you did was good. That was what they freaking deserved. He bares his teeth with a grin. His words send a spike of validation and pleasure into your gut. He's right. You don't voice your anger. Instead, you remain deep in thought. His words, the ones that he left shimmering under his surface, the declarations of loyalty and adoration are beginning to truly sway you. Vice watches you in turn for a while before rolling back with a sigh. He looks at you seriously, his voice dropping lower and quieter.
Songbird, the key is in your hands.
The power's in my hands? Okay.
If you want out of this cage, you need only ask. I'll help turn that key for you.
Vice doesn't wave this time, as he forces your computer to turn off. You remain in your seat for a long time, staring into the space, attempting to process the events of tonight. Vice touches his closest imparable desire for you are things you can no longer deny you crave. It scares you. It kind of makes me want to play with Vocaloid, though. That you're so close of letting someone in after so long. That this someone is a program, a virus, you don't even know if he's truly alive. But you also love how right he makes you feel. Just justified. He thinks they deserved it too. I want to know why we think they deserved it. What actually happened? A while later, you manage to will yourself to move. You tug off the headset and massage your temples. It's a poor attempt to ease the weird stutter in your brain drive. You scratch at your port, fingers haphazardly, grabbing the connection and yanking it, hissing at the sharp tingle shooting up your arm. You stumble into your bathroom and take a quick shower and get ready for bed. Dropping into your bed, you roll onto your back and stare at the ceiling. The darkness is nice and comfortable until another sharp fob strikes your head. Reach onto your bedside table, carelessly popping into 2 more painkillers tablets and chasing them down with water before collapsing bonelessly back onto the bed. Vice had torn you open, relentlessly exposing your truth. Your anger, but not at him. His words echo in your mind as you lie there. You're unable to discard the thoughts of him into the recycle bin in your brain. And what if I said there's no right to... had no right to do that to you. That what you did was good. That it was what they freaking deserved. A wiry smile teases your lips as you laugh emptily. I guess you do understand me. End of demo. I love the demo. So that was the demo for Under Your Skin. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, it help a lot, and comment below. See you guys next time. Please check this game out.